Hello everyone, I am Shweta Poddar. Welcome to the Community Show. Here we discuss community building, community growth, and community marketing. So if these are the topics that interest you, keep watching. Today we have with us Akansha Bansal. Akansha is the founder of the community Parenting Mom Style. She is based out of Chandigarh. She has a parenting and health website called Budding Star. She runs around three Facebook communities with over 2 lakh women as the group members. She has a vision of making the journey of motherhood smooth for other women. Within 4 years, her communities have become the topmost mom trusted platforms in India. So let's have a huge round of applause for Akansha Bansal. Welcome to
Hi.
the podcast, Akansha.
Hi, Shweta. I'm so glad to be part of this and being the first one to be invited here. So it's super amazing.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. So, Akansha, I would love to know how your journey began towards community building. How did you start building your community parenting mom style?
Hi everyone. I am Akansha. I'm based out in Chandigarh. So basically, I have a parenting and health website called Budding Star. So I started this venture in 2017, and the major challenge that I was basically having on my website was traffic. So to have that website traffic, I started my community called Parenting Mom Style, and since because in 2017 there were very few Facebook communities, so it grew organically, and of course the content that matters a lot. That's how my journey began, and basically I started my community just to share my blogs. But when I realized that yes, when moms they started sharing their queries, parenting experiences, so I thought, okay, so let me explore more on this, and then how that's how it became parenting mom style. And then parallelly I started my two other communities called women health and fitness tips and daddy cool, and that's how it started. So blogger became content creator became basically admin.
Right, got it. Such a wonderful story. So, Akansha, please tell us something about your background also. Like, were you always into sort of social media and content creation, or did you do your education in something else and gradually gravitated towards this?
Basically, I am a MBA graduate. So like I was teaching in B school, and I am basically lecturer by profession. So, but yes, I always had a grit of writing. Like since from my childhood, I used to lot of read a lot of fiction books and everything. So, like every day I used to write something onto my diary. So that's how the journey began of blogging. And of course, when I started blogging in 2017, nothing did I knew about blogging. But yes, what I feel is that when you do something very passionately, very religiously, the door automatically opens. And in 2017, so I started, okay, let me, I used to write for many web portals, big web portals of that time. But then I thought, ki, okay, let me write for my own website, and that's how I grew it. And then I started my community to share my blogs. But little did I knew that it will grow organically.
Results are there for all of us to see. I mean, of course, Parenting Mom Style is one of the most acknowledged Facebook communities we have around right now. So, definitely a great job at creating that, Akansha. The
Thank you.
next question I want to ask you is, what is your definition of community? Because it's not just community is not just one group on a platform, right? There are people who call their Instagram followers community. There are people who call their YouTube followers community. So it is the treatment of subscribers or followers, which is basically defined as community. So I would like to know from you as a community builder, what is your definition of a community?
So basically, in my words, of course, I always call parenting mom style as a mother's den. It's basically, I call it as a safer place where all the moms, to be moms, they can share their parenting experiences, their feelings, suggestions without getting being touched. So basically, my definition is that community is that place where you don't have to hold back yourself if you want to say something.
Great, very true. And it's very rare, right, to have those safe spaces without any judgment anywhere on social media anymore. So very rightly said that these communities are the place where women can express themselves freely. Also, Kansha, I would like to know that you are basically a content generator. You are a content creator by passion, and that is how you started this community. So what is your idea of content creation for community? Is it different from content creation for social media, or is it the same for a community?
Yeah, basically, so my community is of parenting, like of mothers. So my parenting, I also have a parenting website, so that's more or less it's same basically. So but yes, we I try to create content that a mother can relate to another mother. I mean, I don't use a lot of big jargons into my content. It's like very simple content that a mother can easily get through, they can easily read through, and they actually get that something, they get value out of that content. So basically that's my main agenda whenever I try to create content for my website and of course for my community.
Good to know that. And what, according to you, will be the key factors to make a community successful? So there are people who are building their communities today, and they want to understand what are the key factors of successful community builders like you have actually found out to make a community a success.
So for to make a community successful, first of all, being a community creator, first you need to know what's your domain, right? Firstly, you need to know on which basis you are building a community. For example, I always wanted to write on parenting. I used to write for parenting, so I created a safe place for mothers. So firstly, I created my niche only for moms, and then of course you should have a sound knowledge of that thing, right? It shouldn't
Right.
be like that ki, you are building a fitness community and you don't know anything about that. You should know each nuances of that particular domain. And third, like of course, for the new community creators who are building their community from scratch, for them it is always that be it your members, they are just 700, 800, just tell your members that you constantly care for them, that your admin is always there, she is responding you back. If any if any member is wanted to approach me on messenger, you should always be available for them. That's the main mantra, that how you can build up your community. When you tell your members, your action should speak more louder, right?
True.
Than your words, that you're always there for your community members. And that's how I built my community. Now it's India's, I can say that India's topmost parenting community, right? My members, they are just 60,000, but I know that's a close knitted circle of sisterhood. And why, how I made this, basically just that I am easily approachable to all of my members. And secondly, I always give a content that gives that generates value to them, and I get the ideas from my members itself. That's how I get the ideas, and that's how I generate the content for my members. So yeah, that's how I build my community, and that's how I curate content for my community members.
Great, great. Good to know that you have a very empathetic approach towards your members, and you also feel that accessibility of the community builder is important from the members' perspective, right?
Absolutely, that's the first point, that when for example, I wanted to communicate with my admin, but the admin isn't responding back. So what's the deal of making such a big community when your admin isn't approachable? Yeah, so that's make. And you should constantly try to engage with your members, just posting. I just post ki, okay, since weekend is there, right? So I just generally post to them that what's your weekend plan, and I try to engage with them, just make them feel special, that yes, they are a crucial part of the community. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure all of this plays a major role in the engagement of the community. So, are there any tips that you want to give to other people as to how to keep up the engagement of a community constantly? Because it's an everyday game, you can't hang your shoes and just be okay for a few days and say, I'll start engaging again after a few days. Engagement needs to be kept at a particular level. So, what are your suggestions to how to do that?
See, Shweta, first of all, see, like there are so many communities now on Facebook. So the major challenge all of the communities, I think all community members can relate to, is that the engagement is drastically going very down. So to build up my community engagement, first, I always, again, I've told you that I always have that empathetic approach towards my members. I am always approachable for them. They know me that yes, I go live and talk to them, just going randomly live, not just having any agenda, just going live and just talking to them, and just a chit chat session. The second thing what I do for my community to build up the great engagement is the contest. I feel contests, they always have a very high reach and engagement because you are giving something to your community members, right? So I always try to bring good contests for my community members. Since mine is a parenting community, so I always try to rope in brands like mother care brands and baby care brands, and women essential care brands. So yeah, so contests, they always have a very good reach and engagement. And let me tell you that my community, of course, I built up in 2017, right? But the major engagement I had in the pandemic time, all thanks to all those, I remember all that baby care essentials came into that essential commodities. So I got a lot of brands open, and then it was the engagement rate was high. So
Yeah.
yeah, first is that you talk to your members constantly. Your members should know, because I've seen there are so many big communities and the members doesn't know who their admin is, right? So your admin should be like very approachable, and like she should be posting regularly. And second is the contest. And third, what I feel is that you should encourage your members to participate, right? That is
True.
the most important point. And that is called, what we call as UGC. I try to I ask members, and of course I have a team of two or three moderators. So I always ask them to, that we should have like members, they should be posting in our community. That because if your members, they are posting it, of course that is called a ripple effect, right? So when all the members, they see that ki, okay, she's also posting, and be it a very simple content, it should be, I mean, like we have divided many days into that. Like on Thursdays we post job postings in the community. So I encourage all other members, if they see any kind of a job posting anywhere on the web portal or newspaper medium, so I ask them that they should post in the community. So you should encourage your members that they should participate in the community. So as a community admin, you shouldn't be so strict into that. I mean, you should be very lenient that whatever member is posting, if there is a rainy season, we encourage, okay, which song it is coming into your mind, and share it as a separate post in the community. If you feel like, you can, post as a reel in the community. So that's how, member feels special, and they feel that yes, the community is asking them to post in the community. And that's how I try to bring the engagement in the community, and that's, it is actually working out. These are actually the tried and tested methods of bringing engagement into the community.
Superb. I love how you've just put it, that as an admin, you should be receptive towards whatever conversation is coming into the community, because that essentially pumps life into the community. Love that point. Love that point. Because that is something, that point is missed by a lot of people. They put so many checkpoints in place that they miss the point that the community actually functions based on the conversations that are coming into it. So,
True.
lovely point. Lovely
Yeah,
point.
we used to do that. I mean, I remember that way back in 2018-19, I've divided those days, Mondays this day, Tuesday this day. And then, we introspected, me and my team members, we introspected, no, it shouldn't be like that. I mean, the members, they should be free. That like if someone is like, for instance, that in January we had that when winter break was going on. So we know that at those at those times people they go to they travel a lot. So we ask them that wherever they travel, post into the community, and it was super engaging, when we saw that members they are going on, and we created a contest out of it, that who like post a reel wherever they went to, and the most creative reel they'll once win something from us. So that's how we do a small activities just to get the engagement in the community. And members they also love it, of course.
Yeah,
Like we club all these things, contest, and of course the content. So that's
yeah.
how it is working out.
I love it how you seamlessly just stitch the strategy as well as conversations all together. And that is what eventually makes the confluent engagement within a parenting mom style. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful to watch also. So,
Thank you.
Akansha, since you've had so many years of experience with this community, I'd love to know what kind of success stories you have seen come out of this community.
So Shweta, during my interaction with the hundreds of moms every week through Parenting Mom Style, well, I realized that in India we lack avenues of personal freedom and financial independence, and so that's why we started two initiatives. That is hashtag PMS Classified and hashtag PMS Community Support, wherein we provide a lot of job opportunities, because since like I am into this line since 2017, so I know a lot of brands who require moms who have a long career gaps. They require moms, be it in part time or full time job opportunities. So like we recommend all these moms to such companies, and I'm so glad that like three of our moms, they have joined the companies, and they are doing wonderful. Like I won't be naming that community name, so that's a brand community, and like one of the admin, I placed her into that. So that's, I think, like in this era, if you are helping employment wise, so that's, I think that's the major success of my community, that we are kind of providing job opportunities. And of course, since I am a blogger, and I take a lot of workshops, so whenever I take a workshop, I always post in my community. So it's always good to see when your actually student becomes a good content creator, and not to forget that influencers that there are there on Instagram. And I can proudly say that like my many students, they are now proud influencers. So that's the success for me, at least for my community. Yeah.
So it's, what's the best part is it's not just an interactive community. You have also made sure that your community members get good opportunities in life through your community. So that indeed is a very, that's a good success parameter for a community. Very true.
And we have created a proper form, right? Because there are a lot of moms who have left their big corporate jobs, and some are homemakers by their own choice. So we
Yeah.
have created a good form, and we ask them that what kind of a job opportunity you want, full time or part time, and in which area you are looking for. For
Hmm.
example, if someone wanted to start their YouTube channel, so I try to provide a training to them. Of course, I am not a YouTuber, but yes, I know many people who are a YouTuber. So we try to kind of arrange live session for them, so that they get to know about that. And currently, I think in um, 2 or 3 months back, we had a very good live session on, wherein an HR manager of a reputed company, she talked about that how we can create a resume, because resume is the first thing that your employer will gonna see that, and that's the turning point, that's a game changer, right? So like we asked them, and out of that, when we saw that when I saw a lot of queries in the live session, so I announced that that whosoever will be giving that resume to me, I'll make it just for free of cost. But I had that limited time wala offer because I cannot
Yeah.
make so. But yes, I made around 140 resumes. So yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and
I've seen the stories. I have seen people post about their resumes on your group also. So I'm aware of this. मैं पूछने ही वाली थी आपको कि आपने कुछ रेज्यूमेस भी बना के दिए थे लोगों को?
Yes, yes, yes. So one of the moms, she texted me back that I made her resume and she got selected for like for a job interview and for a teacher post, and she's working now. So of course,
Wonderful.
thanks to her skills as well. But yes, so it's so good to see that, and that's what I consider that's the success of my community, wherein I mean I am at that position that I'm able to help them employment wise. Nothing
True, true,
better than.
true. Nothing better than that. I agree. So, Akansha, I also wanted to understand that you also cleared your Meta Certified Community Manager exam recently. Congratulations on that. So, could
Thank
you
you.
please shed some light on that? Like, how did that exam come across, and what were the kind of preparations that you put into it to clear that exam?
So I cleared in December 2021. So I wanted to jumped into 2022 with this certification. So I could see that many fellow community admins they had cleared this exam. So I was like, okay, let me try this, and I had that. Luckily, I had that coupon, free
Hmm.
coupon. So I just prepared it. I think I prepared for, to be very honest, it's not like that exam that you can just sit in. Of course, your admin skills and everything, your experience do matters, but yes, you need to study. I
Yeah,
think I studied for a good 5 days. So Facebook has given a proper module in which that like your syllabus is there, and I properly gone through it. And let me tell you, Shweta, that exam has really helped me. Even, I mean,
yeah,
the questions, they were amazing. Of course, I don't remember the questions, but yes, I could feel that, yes, that these tips I should use in the community. And really it has helped me, and like to enhance my community admin skills. And secondly, it's always it has given me that stamp authentication
hmm,
towards my work. So I approach brands as well, right, for my community collaborations and that. So it gives them a proper validation of my work, that yes, she has been handling the community and she is certified for that. So it gives a edge to me. What I feel is,
yeah,
and luckily, just because of my exam that I cleared it, I am handling brand community as well. So yeah, so it is an added advantage, and it is actually an edge for me that I cleared
yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
agree. In fact, it's not the easiest of exams to clear. So, kudos to you for just giving it 5 days and clearing that exam.
Yes. Yeah, but yes, your experience matters, right? So I've been
Yeah,
running my community three. I have three communities. I've been running it since 2017. So of course, so I remember before the exam day. So I opened all my this Facebook account and everything, and the questions, they normally come onto that, like what you have experienced as a community admin, so you can relate to it. Okay, yes,
yeah,
this thing happened with me, right? So before the exam day, I remember that I opened all my accounts, and I opened my Facebook page to check, okay, key, all these things. So it's basically a learning for me, right? Because you feel, okay, you know this, but no, you don't know everything. So, yes,
yeah,
this exam was really a great learning. And of course, it's a great, great edge. And I would appeal to all my fellow community admins that you should go for the exam. Don't think that you're going to clear it, but yes, you will definitely learn a lot of many new things from that exam.
yeah. So, Akansha, could you please share some tips on community monetization with us?
Yeah, so Shweta, I am so glad to tell you that now brands, they have realized the potential of Facebook communities.
Yeah,
And yeah, so how I monetize my community, firstly, check that from your community members, that is your community now ready for monetization, right? For example, just for instance, that if your community is having a strength of 5,000 members, I don't feel that your community is ready, because again, whenever you'll be approaching the brand, they will be telling you that go for barter collaboration, right?
yeah,
So it's always better that you should have a good number, firstly, and check that your community is ready for collaboration, as in your members, they are actually looking upon to you that yes, that whatsoever our admin is posting, she is posting very mindfully, and the awareness post and the brand collaboration post that she's posting, at least she's using on herself, and then she is kind of recommending, because again,
Mm.
you are the brand ambassador of your community, right? So firstly, check in that your number strength, and secondly, your that your community is ready or not, and thirdly, if you are connecting to the brands, you should have a proper PPT made. You should have a proper portfolio that that this is your community demographics and your community strength, everything should be mentioned on the pager, and what kind of a services you can offer to the brand, everything, and the earlier collaboration, just to see that brands, they get attracted that yes, that this community has already worked with the brands. So,
Mm.
and approach to them over social media portals like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook pages, and and whenever you connect to them, that you are representing your community, so you should know everything about your community, that like your members, your demographics, everything, it should be on tips. And that's how we normally I connect with the brands, and that's how it goes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for breaking down this process for everybody, because a lot of times people have so many doubts, what to do with monetization. Community तो बन गई, लेकिन अब monetization का chance है तो कैसे करें? So thank you so much for sharing all these details with us. I'm
Yes.
sure people are going to find this very useful. So Kansha, the next question I want to ask you is there any advice you want to give to some budding community builders?
Yeah, first of all, first advice is that you are doing great, kudos. And second, don't run for the number, right? If you are having 1000 members, just imagine that 1000 members, they have a trust in you, that's why they have joined the community, right? And third is that you shouldn't open the community just for earning the money. Parenting mom style, I call parenting mom style as my baby. To run the community, you need funds, because you need to have a in place moderator team and everything, that you are giving time to your community, of course. So of course, monetization is should also be there in the community, but let me tell you, Shweta, I did my first brand collaboration when my community strength was 35,000. So just
Mm.
imagine, when community admins, they connect to me that I am not getting campaigns. So I always like that, dude, I didn't earn for complete 2.5 years. When I thought ki yes, now my community is, they can stand now brand collaboration, then I agreed for brand collaboration. So third advice is that don't run, just don't make the community just for earning the money. Community, it's basically a safer place that I just mentioned few minutes back. And fourth is that put up a good content into your community, that matters a lot, right? Like, it shouldn't be like whenever I post in the community, I jot down for complete an hour and then I post in the community, right? It shouldn't be like that, jhat se kiya. No, it shouldn't be
Yeah.
like that. You should proper jotting down that what content you have made, and yes, that this content should generate value for your members. So yeah, that's my advice. And yes, just believe in yourself. Yeah.
These are some great tips and advices to our budding community builders. I'm sure they are going to take away a lot of tips and tricks and knowledge from this entire podcast. So, Akansha, with that, we are now going to start a rapid fire round. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, quickly, I'm going to throw some questions at you and you have to quickly give me these answers. Okay.
Right. Yes, done.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
T.
Okay. Meditation or workout?
Meditation.
Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook group. Third option.
Okay, great, great. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Resourceful, spiritual, and analytical.
Wonderful. Okay. And the last one. If you were a superhero, what would be your superpower?
To make my community strength more than lack. Only I need,
So,
that's it.
spoken like a true community builder.
Yes,
With that, it's a wrap on this podcast. Thank you so much, Akansha, for your time. Thank you so much. And I'm sure the viewers are going to get a lot of value from everything that you've shared with us today. Thank you
I
once
just
again.
doing this. That was my first podcast of the year 2023. So that was special. And yes, indeed, I hope that this podcast would really be helpful for all the community admins. Yeah,
Thank you so much for your time.
you're welcome.